he told the story of the invasion. Somebody was interviewing him. I don't know who the interviewer was. Do you, Chris? Being an aficionado of Spanish-speaking broadcasts?
I do not.
You do not. Okay. But here was just a portion of that interview. This is a Maduro loyalist, one of the security guards, talking about the American invasion. The security guard says, on the day of the operation, we didn't hear anything coming. We were on guard, but suddenly all our radar systems shut down without any explanation. The next thing we saw were drones, a lot of drones flying over our positions. We didn't know how to react. I bet. We've had that same thing in New Jersey, and we didn't know how to react to it either. But they shut off everything. That's fascinating because this was really a well-executed, high-tech operation that we pulled off. The interviewer says, so what happened next? How was the main attack? Security guard says, after those drones appeared, some helicopters arrived, but there were very few, I think barely 8 helicopters. From those helicopters, soldiers came down, but a very small number, maybe 20 men. But those men were technologically very advanced.
Uh-oh.
They didn't look anything like we've fought against before.
I'm just thinking of 20 Black Panthers coming out of the helicopters when he says this.
And then the battle began? Asked the interviewer.
Battle.
Security guard, yes, but it was a massacre. We were hundreds, but we had no chance. They were shooting with such precision and speed. Yeah, they're Delta Force operators. Yeah, I'm sure they were quite skilled. It seemed like each soldier was firing 300 rounds per minute. We couldn't do anything. Interviewer, and your own weapons, didn't they help? He says, no help at all. Because it wasn't just the weapons. At one point, they launched something. I don't know how to describe it. It was like a very intense sound wave. Suddenly, I felt like my head was exploding from the inside.
Oh.
We all started bleeding from the nose. Some were vomiting blood. Oh. We fell to the ground, unable to move. Interviewer, and your comrades, did they manage to resist? Security guard, no, not at all. Those 20 men, without a single casualty, killed hundreds of us. We had no way to compete with their technology, with their weapons. I swear I've never seen anything like it. We couldn't even stand up after that sonic weapon or whatever it was. Interviewer, so you think the rest of the region should think twice before confronting the Americans?
Yeah, you think?
Without a doubt. I'm sending a warning to anyone who thinks they could fight the United States. They have no idea what they're capable of.
Yeah.
After what I saw, I never want to be on the other side of that again.
Right.
They're not to be messed with.
Yeah, that makes you feel good as an American.
Sure does.
To hear about that.
Sure does.
As I stated on X over the weekend, this reminds me of an Atlas Shrugged. They had the Thompson harmonizer.